So I have an interesting question here. Question is, it is said that the Old Testament accounts for multiple gods, not just one. Did Jesus mention anything about these other Old Testament gods off record? I love the idea of Jeshua speaking off record. Everything was off record. That's just funny. It is said the Old Testament accounts for multiple gods, not just one. The Old Testament is very, very precise on this. The Old Testament is being part of the Torah. Is prior to that writing of that book, there was many gods, and then the main teacher of the Torah and the main initiating prophet of that belief is Abraham. And Abraham came along and got rid of many gods for the one God of Abraham. And so in the Bible, it does mention that Abraham got rid of the other gods down to the one God, because that's what his true belief was, that there was only one God. Now, Abraham, of course, is the founding father of Judaism, Christianity, Islam, and Baha'i. And so it's very much a belief in one God as opposed to the many gods that came prior to the Torah, prior to the Old Testament. Interestingly enough, at the same time period, the belief in a singular God was prevalent. It was going around the world, and there was it usually started with having many. When a society had many gods, it usually came down to one God above all other gods. In ancient Greek, it was Zeus, became the god of gods. In ancient Egypt, it was Ra, who became the son of the god of gods. And in Egypt, they took it one step further. They got rid of the many gods down to one God. And we know this because the most famous pharaoh in Egypt is Tutankhamun, right? Well, that's an American pronunciation of his name. His real name is Tutankhamun. And Amun, the last part of that, means one God. It's actually, he was taking the belief of one God, which actually, it wasn't him that did it. It was his father or grandfather that was the original one who said, no, there's only one God, and Ankh-Amun, and Ra is the one God over all gods. And so it became a one God system. And the one God it's very, very interesting. Did Jeshua talk about that? Never. Because Jeshua believed in us being one with God and being one of and all of us together are one. And so there is only one God. Now, when Einstein got asked the question, do you believe in God? After his many years of research into atomic energy, he discovered that he believed that there was a God, that everything was too organized for there not to be some consciousness behind it, organizing consciousness. And so when they asked him, do you believe in God? He says, I believe in the God of Spinoza. Now, Baruch Spinoza was a philosopher, but he had a very interesting take on God. So let me read this to you. Spinoza's God is wholly impersonal and indistinguishable from what we might variously call nature or existence or a world soul. God is the universe and its laws. God is reason and truth. God is the animating force in everything that is and can be. God is the cause of everything. He is the eternal cause. That is the God of Spinoza. Now, what does this all mean? God is the universe. God is everything. And its laws. Anything that happens in here is happening because that's the way it works, right? God is reason and truth. We, as one with God, we're always seeking truth. We're always finding our way back. I often say that this channel is about me speaking my truth. It's about, I am the way, the truth, and the life, right? I'm living the way I do because of my truth. And it's the life that is the result. The way, the truth, and the life. So God is the animating force in everything that is and can be. That is, now that's it's the that is I'm going to reach out to. Because the that is this physical reality. God is the animating force in everything that is and can be. God is the one putting all this stuff into motion. God is, why does the God put this in motion? Because we ask and believe and receive. We ask, believe, receive, and God puts it into motion around us. God is the animating force in everything that is and can be. God is the cause of everything. God is the cause of everything. Now you think about that. Everything in your physical world is caused by us actually believing it. But we are here to experience that. We're here to have that experience of the physical world and all of its various aspects, and the cause of things. We say, I want to have this. I believe I'm getting this, but then God causes it to happen. So He's the cause of everything. And then he is the eternal cause. Of course, I don't believe in the He part of that, because I don't believe in a gender for God, but the eternal cause. There is everything that you're going to experience in the physical world is absolutely 100% caused by God. And when we go cross back over to the other side, we become one with that source. And we are still in the process of being part of the eternal creation. So it comes down to, do you believe in many gods, or do you believe in one God? In Hinduism, they often say that there's many gods in Hinduism. There's not. There's one God in Hinduism. But God is so vast and so large, and when we want to focus our prayers on a certain aspect of our life, we go to that aspect of God. For example, if you're looking for wealth or prosperity, you go to Lakshmi or Ganesh, and you pray to Lakshmi or Ganesh, because they are the aspect of God that deals with finances. And it's the same thing with every other aspect of your life. But they believe in one God. So as far as many gods or one God, there's very few that believe in many gods. There's very few of anything that believe in many gods. And the ones that did are usually gone. They're usually ancient beliefs that are no longer in practice. And as far as many gods, I personally believe there is one God. And we are part of that one God, and the world is part of that one God, and everything is that one God, and that one God is love. And we are here to experience love by experiencing fear in its various forms. So that is my basic belief on the many gods and the one God. Question is, what is your belief? Put it in the comments right below. Thank you, my friends, for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please make sure that you've subscribed and you like it, you share it, but also comment below it. Let's get this community talking about these topics and spreading this information out far and wide so we can change the world for the better. Thank you.